Hi bookish friends, it's Em. It's past midnight, I'm in my PJs in bed, but I thought we would do this little experiment together. Not really an experiment, more like a vlog I guess. I have seen other booktube creators do this, and that is where they always film whenever they read for the past whatever length of time. I'm thinking I might want to do at least a couple of days because I want to at least do 2 books. One is one that I'm hoping to finish the next few days, and then I want to start another one. Why I think this is quite interesting is that I get to share my thoughts and my reaction like straight on. I've been doing daily thoughts and daily like mini reviews of the book I'm reading, but I feel like this will be more authentic as well, whereas sometimes I would film the video a couple of hours after I finish reading or even the next morning, and sometimes I forget and I tend to be able to articulate my thought better. So I feel like it would be more fun to just have my instant reaction straight away. I'll show you what I'm reading as well. So currently is 80% done with this book, Alchemy of Secrets. So we'll start here and then we'll work our way into another book. I just did a haul today as well, so the video should be up before this one goes live, so you guys can look and actually hold me accountable if I am starting to read from my physical TBR or not. I do have a few books that is on my physical TBR that I bought before the haul, but we'll see which book we ended up reading. So let's get into it. So the first contender is definitely gonna be finishing off Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. Today is technically day 9 of me reading it, and I'm hoping to finish either tomorrow or the day after. I know this has been long to finish, like a book that's less than 400 pages, but I have been taking my time. Also, before I forget, I feel like I've always done reading for the sake of reading, where I would, at one point in my life, I would be able to read 1 to 2 books every 24 hours. So that's how I was able to reach like 175 books within like 3 months, I think, or something crazy like that. But there is advantages to like reading like taking your time and reading slowly, because I get to basically enjoy the art of reading again and to enjoy the character, the world building, the development, the dialogue. So it's been quite interesting. But yeah, we're gonna start with this book now, and I will share any instant thoughts that I found in this book. Okay, I generally think this is a good idea because I get to share my instant thoughts with you guys as well. So I love how in this book they did have a clue in the beginning, like it was a screenplay, a full-fledged scene that was unreleased, and every time something happened or every time there's a new clue, it ties back to that, and they always show us the whole clue, so technically you can try to deduce it yourself. So it's a bit like, I've said this in a recent Read and Ready as well, but I feel like it's a way to show rather than tell, so we get to learn alongside the characters as well. 2, I don't like Gabe Cabral. I feel like he's very shady, but I could be totally wrong in the end. If you guys follow any of my daily updates, or if you guys watch any of my Read and Ready, you know I'm Team Adam Bishop. And I've had my suspicions on who he is. Like, everyone in this world just can't be trusted at this point because we don't really know a lot about them, but I am crossing my finger and praying that he's actually a good guy, because I do want him to end up with Holland. And the nosebleed, the little blood everywhere is quite creepy, and I feel like This is a next level creepy that Stephanie Garber never did with either Caravel and Once Upon a Broken Heart. The whole series I don't think is creepy at all. It was a bit annoying with all the misunderstanding, but it was never like full on creepy. But again, this is her adult debut, so it might make sense that it's a different world and it's a different style of writing. But so far it's so good. And I only have this much left and this much I've done. So currently at chapter 48. So I think my theory about Holland St. James being an unreliable narrator might be proven, because I feel like she just doesn't even know what's going on. She doesn't even have her full memory, and like some of the things that she's been experiencing that's relating to her nosebleed could also be because she's seeing glimpses of what happened or what should have happened. So this is getting very interesting, and I am so scared because it's only this much pages left until the end of the book, and I still have so much questions. But guys, seriously, if you like following clues, little mystery, a little murder mystery, a lot about Hollywood, old movies, about the myth behind like actors and actresses and like legendary movie franchise, you should definitely give this one. It's like a mix of magic and Hollywood, which is like the best kind, because it's quite spooky, it's quite outlandish, extravagant, but also it's not out of touch with reality because it is a fantasy, which makes it even grandeur, you know? It makes it so much better. So highly recommend Alchemy of Secrets. Ooh, also this might be like multiple timelines happening in Fate and how certain things already happened, and this is just like a little do-over, which is so freaking fun. I'm trying so hard not to spoil things, but I'll do like an in-depth whole thought of the book, whole review, and more theories on like a whole full-fledged video for Alchemy of Secret. Maybe we'll do it read and ready style, or just like a sit down chatty review, but stay tuned for that. Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Some of my predictions are coming true, and this is the one prediction that I didn't want to. I'm kind of so upset. Should I not continue? Should I just... Let's check what time it is. It is almost 1 a.m. So I'm wondering if I should sleep or I should continue. I could definitely finish this book today. No, like tonight if I want to, but I'm wondering if I should. The reveal so far hasn't been like groundbreaking, probably because we were told about what was gonna happen like the chapter before, which would have been so much more powerful again if we weren't told what was gonna happen. But I am starting to like some of this character that we see in the end. I think someone pessimistic and broody and absolutely just disdainful all the time is quite interesting and quite funny. So that's a good like character to add into towards the end. But yeah, I am going to try to finish this book off, which means this vlog read along thing might be a lot quicker than I thought, but maybe we can finish the second book that we start then, but we'll see. Guys, I finished the book, like literally finished the book, and I like the ending. Actually, there is a lot that is left out for a future possible book, but I think it could end here as well, and I like it. I really like it. I just came out of book slump, so it might not be 100% accurate as if I were to rate it a few months after my book slump, like if I've read a lot of books, but I have to give this a definite 6 stars. It's been quite an enjoyable read, and I will be filming my full thoughts on this book very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you tomorrow with a different book. Hi friends, it's the next day, but it's also past midnight, so it's been 24 hours. But I want to start another book. I decided I want to go through the Crimson Moth. This will be a reread, but the first time I did it, I listened to the audiobook, so I don't know if there's going to be any difference, and I remember some part of it. I know that it's about a witch and a witch hunter, and that she's quite like famous, or like well known at least, but I don't remember what happened. I also don't remember the ending. It would be pretty nice to reread this before I jump into the second book. So let's get to reading. Okay, first of all, for whatever reason, I am remembering that I used to listen to this audiobook when I was driving. So I do get a lot of like flashbacks of me driving, but definitely is a different experience. I know I was reading it, I think earlier this year. I was listening to the audiobook, but I was also in a slum. So I feel like this is gonna be even more of an enjoyable experience, and it does help that I don't really remember much. But I love this map. This map is quite cool. Like, it's actually looking very like, not authentic, but you know, sometimes the maps could be just a bit basic, but this one is very pretty, and I love that they have the main character photos to the side. Back to reading. I might only do like, I don't know, 2-3 chapters, because I am quite sleepy already, and I do need to wake up. Not that early tomorrow, but still need to wake up. So yeah, I'll let you know what chapters I ended up finishing. Guys, unfortunately, I can only read about 15 pages in because I'm so tired. My eyes are barely open, but I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we'll tackle more of the book. See you later. Hi there. this is day 2 now, the second night of me reading the Crimson Moth. I did try to read throughout the day, but I didn't really get to focus that much, so I ended up just rereading the same paragraph again and again. So I'm still on page 15, but I did think that it is quite interesting to base a fantasy book on like the witch trials, because from what I learned is that there was a lot of people who accused other people of being witches just because they didn't like them. And I feel like it was so crazy that technically she would tell the authorities that her grandma is a witch, and now she's like the darling of the new government, which I thought was interesting and kind of Hunger Games-esque, and that we are learning about like a revolution that's in the making. I feel like this is quite interesting because we are definitely getting a stronger main female character with this book. So it's very interesting. Even though I read this book before, like I said, I read it on audiobook, so there was a lot of the nuances that I didn't really get to try, and I did listen to the audiobook more when I was driving, and I feel like a lot of my focus would be in driving. So yeah, this has been quite a nice experience. Let's hope I can do at least another 3 chapters. That could be a very good goal. Okay, and if you guys expect me to read very fast, I'm not a fast reader anymore, and I am trying to consciously read slower so I get to enjoy it, be more present, find the joy in reading again, because this used to be my happy place. So come along on the journey. I thought we would spend the time waiting to continue reading the Crimson Moth. I'm on chapter 3 now, so we'll see how it goes, and I'll share my thoughts and details about it. One thing that I like is that it's told from the first point of view of both characters, of Gideon and Rune. And the thing about two people POV is that it also can be not very surprising if anything like weird happens, because we already see it from one point of view. Now we're gonna see it from another point of view, so that's gonna be interesting to watch. Okay, a little bookish thought. I like how they're portraying the New Republic, like all these rules, as you go along. Like how when Rune passes these children that are like witch sympathizer of the children of the witch, they're not killing them, they're just putting them in poverty, and no one is allowed to help them. So it like shows rather than tell. And then also how Rune is trying to play like this airhead heiress, because she doesn't want people to suspect her. They want her to seem like she's all about the revolution, even though she's not. And that in the public, they think that she outed her grandmother, which I feel like is a quite interesting storyline. I wish it wasn't told why it happened. I wish we still suspect that Rune might not be that great, that she really outed her grandmother. I think that would add a degree of mysteriousness to the character. But to each their own. We'll see if it's gonna progress to something else or not. Guys, I can't stop smiling. Also, now that they are like trying to court each other for nefarious reasons, like they have their own agenda, it kind of feels like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but this is more like how to get information from a guy, because he's suspecting her and she thinks it's like an advantage to be close to him to get information. Also, it's quite degrading in a way, and the fact that I don't like how Gideon doesn't see across like Rune's little ruse of being like an airhead. Like he says like there's not one intelligent word that comes out of her mouth. I kind of want him to be smarter, to look past that, as the Crimson Moth straight away, so that is one point. But I am quite enjoying this double POV.
This is it, you guys, for my first reading vlog ever, and I guess I am giving a lot of commentary, but that is like my real unfiltered thoughts. I'm trying not to edit too much on these kind of vlogs so that you guys get like instant reaction, instant thoughts, even if I don't make sense. I hope you'll stick around, and I'll definitely start another reading vlog very soon. And if you have any comments, any constructive criticism on what I can do, I know I include more thoughts than of just video of me reading, but I just feel awkward sometimes to include a long stretch of me reading. But if you guys want to see more of that, I'll definitely include more. And I do realize that I have such a bad like resting bee face, so that's interesting to know. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next reading vlog. I feel like by the time I finish editing and then I upload this vlog, I feel like I would have been finished with the Crimson Moth, and then I should have the Alchemy of Secrets review here. If I already have it, I'll link it. And then hopefully I already have the Crimson Moth review as well. If you can find it here, then it's up. But we'll continue another reading vlog, continuing the Crimson Moth, and then definitely gonna continue the second book, which is The Rebel Witch. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.